What is Vuex? Vuex is a state management. When we have a single source of truth, it is easier for all of the components to use. For example, we implemented the login page. When we click login, we mutated the off state from login false to login true. And if you realize, we actually use the off state.user in components like review page, navbar, and finally we use it in profile. It made our life easier when we have Vuex, but only use Vuex if many of the components required to use it. So as for off object, our navbars like the hello and then the user's name and then even the address of the user, we need to access the off object, right? So it is easier if we can put it in one single source of truth and we can just communicate with that data. Like even review page, we need the off object as well, and even profile, we need the off object as well. Why do we have to replicate it in every single page or every single component? Well, we can put it in one single source of truth. Just think of state as giant big JavaScript object. Whatever you put it in the state, it will go there, like off. And then after this, we're gonna have cart. So that is actually what is Vuex. It's just a giant JavaScript object. So for our add to cart feature, there are components and pages that will need to access the cart object. So we need to put the cart object in our state. So as you can see, first we have cart on the navbar that requires to communicate with the cart object, and then we have another page that we're going to create in the future where you can review your order. You can check like estimated delivery, and below the estimated delivery will be the cart content, so we need to communicate with the cart object as well. And then when we click add to cart, it has to communicate with the cart object as well to increase the number of products in the cart. And then finally we have obviously the cart page, which we just created in the past video, where this will be all of your products in the cart. As you can see, there are a lot of pages and components that need to communicate with the cart objects, hence why we need to put this cart object in a Vuex so that all of our components or pages can communicate with that object. So this is the diagram of what is Vuex. There's actions, mutation, state, and view components. So let's go through it one by one. So actions are when you click a button, like when you update or add a product, that is considered an action. And next is mutation. Mutations are when you want to change the state. So in this case, when you click a button, it will increase the cart length from 0 to 10. Depends on how many products you add to the cart. So that is a mutation. We mutate the cart length. So let me put it in a sentence. When you click a button, it will mutate the state and the view component will re-render that newly updated state. Simple as that. So here is add to cart, and then this is the Vuex single source of truth. As you can see, there are states like off, cart, and product quantity. And then there are methods which we can add to cart. It's not supposed to be methods, it's supposed to be actions. It's the same thing. And as you can see, this is the Vuex. It's just a huge JavaScript object. There's off, cart, and product quantity will be state. Actually, method is actions. To be honest, we have touched Vuex when dealing with authentication. We store the off user object in a state. This is the off null. And once we actually log in, it will change to object, and then there's login true, strategy, and then the user's object. In the next video, we will implement our Vuex. So we're gonna create a state and then we're gonna create an action. So I'll see you guys in the next video.